stations. Back here at Watkins Glen, remember we talked about strategies? Well, the top 4 stayed out. Remember, Dixon had pitted on lap 7 for his damage. He's leading the race. E.J. Vizo is second. Alex Tagliani, who also pitted early, is now third. Elio Castroneves fourth. Then the group starts where they came in. Will Power, Ryan Briscoe, Rafi Matos, 5th, 6th, and 7th. But remember, the guys up front are going to have to pit again unless another yellow comes out, which would again bunch up the field. Ooh, dropped a couple of wheels off there. That was Mario Marias right in front of Tony Kanaan. Look at the pass going down in. That's the 22 of Justin Wilson getting around Hideki Muto. That is for position on the racetrack. That will be a change from 13th. Adam Carroll right behind Muto, trying to size him up as well.
Always want to take advantage of restarts because the cars are bunched together. These guys will spread out quite quickly. Adam Carroll right now looking to get a draft going down the front stretch here. On the tail, Hideki Muto, will he have a shot at doing it? Not this time.
A single file at this stage as they continue up through the S's now here at Watkins Glen. Dixon's lead over Vizo still 0.3 of a second. Tagliani's losing contact, though. He's 1.2 seconds back. Here we go, a little bit further deeper in the field. That is the 7 of Danica Patrick. And right alongside,
Bertrand Baguette gets it done. Nice drafting, nice timing, gets it done cleanly.
So Baguette takes over the spot, move him up to 20th, move Danica back to 21st. Let's go on board with Danica for a little bit. You notice anything about the car, the way it's handling?
Well, I've noticed when I was watching the last couple of days, it just seems like it's very nervous. And I remember talking to her just earlier in the season that she was having a car she said was sort of a setup for the other drivers. But when we're on board with her right now, you know, oh, we've got to spin up in front of us and stay there. Oh, she does a great job just to avoid that.
And it was Romancini, so Mario turns it around in the number 34. That was between turns 7 and 8. Keeps the engine running, so there will be no yellow.
One of the 2 cars for Conquest Racing, we already saw Bertrand Baguette go underneath. Danica Patrick going down into the bus stop situation. And here, Romancini, a lot of experience on road courses, but let's see what happens here. He's on the gas and very bumpy there, just goes around. Saw that last year with Paul Tracy, and Paul Tracy hit the inside wall.
Romancini keeps it off the wall. His best run this year, 13th back at St. Pete. Let's go on board again.
And this is difficult as a driver because you don't know exactly where to go. Remember, you are not thinking about that. That's really just instinct about what to do when something like that happens in front of you.
Battle right now for 10th, Tony Kanaan with Marco Andretti and Takumo Sato. Let's go on board with Marco. Heard at the beginning of the broadcast, not happy just to be good. He wants another win. His only win is rookie year back at Sonoma. Rick, what's the latest?
Just want to mention the fact that before the race, I was talking with the team. Marco is happier with the red tires. They put the blacks on. They wanted to get them out of the way. Those primary tires. Now they're on the alternate. In fact, this was a fresh set of red tires. They actually have a scuffed inset they're willing to run because they think these red tires are going to be that much better. Also, he's running a little less wing. As a result, the goal was, because he was starting back, he thought he was going to have to pass people on straightaways, wanted that straightaway speed. As a result, he's got a little bit less wing. The goal was not to hurt him in the turns, but to give him that top end at the end of the straights.
And what he can do, because he is running a little bit less wing, a little bit less downforce, for less grip in the turns, he hopes to make up for it with that softer, grippier tire. So a bit of a driver preference there for what the driver is trying to achieve for his race car for the race.
While all this continues, Scott Dixon is opening up a little bit bigger lead over E.J. Vizo. It is now almost 1 full second. And here's the significance of this. Dixon has to put as much ground as he can between he and all those cars that did pit, because he's going to have to stop, if he doesn't get a yellow, about lap number 26. Mike Hull says they can go about 19 laps. He pitted back on lap 7 for the damage.
And Mike Hall, the managing director for Target Chip Ganassi Racing, knows that his driver, Scott Dixon, is very good at what we call making fuel mileage. You just roll onto the throttle coming out of the turns, maybe ease off it a little sooner going into the turns, keep the speed up through the turns, not drag the car, slow the car down. Great at making fuel mileage and just keeping the speed up.
Well, he's got the hammer down. Scott Dixon will be soon heading to pit lane. There's the top 5 as it is the 4th of July weekend. And we are going as fast as we can at Watkins Glen.
Select IZOD IndyCar driver. Driver selected, Tony Kanaan. Select race transport. Mission finish first. The fastest drivers in the world. See who wins at racetotheparty.com.
Yeah, I'm on GoDaddy, need a place for my cheese, teas, wasabi peas, and a whole lot of these. Nuts! What? Need a domain for my romaine lettuce. Set us up with a dope storefront. Process transactions, shopping cart actions. GoDaddy's hosting, and yo, I'm coasting, roasting espresso beans. Do you know what I mean?
Get online, GoDaddy. Go get left behind.
Simple to build websites start at less than $5 a month. Right now at GoDaddy.com.
There's a reason why. In 4 years of powering every car in the Indianapolis 500 race, not a single Honda engine has failed. It's not the parts we make them from. It's the part we put in to every Honda.
You know what 2:30 in the afternoon feels like, right? Sleepy? Groggy? Dying for a nap? What do? Run for the coffee? Grab a soda? But how long does that last before you're back for more? Try this instead. Take one 5-hour energy, then see what the rest of your day feels like. Sure won't feel like 2:30 anymore. Or 3:30. Or 4:30. 5-hour energy. Hours of energy now, no 2:30 feeling later.
IndyCar Nation, why aren't you a member yet?
Follow me behind the scenes.
Free timing and scoring. Free live video streaming. New and improved member benefits. Why aren't you a member yet?
Visit IndyCar.com and join IndyCar Nation today.
ESPN's coverage of the IZOD IndyCar Series at Watkins Glen on ABC. Brought to you by Honda, the engine supplier for the IZOD IndyCar Series. GoDaddy.com, domains, websites, and everything in between. And Firestone, the first name in Indy racing.
Back here at Watkins Glen, E.J. Vizo currently running in second place, but he has to make a pit stop, and the word is he may be coming this time by, and yes, he is. So we expect Scott Dixon to be following maybe within another lap. Jamie Little, he's heading your way.
Well, he's pitting because the last pit stop for him was lap 6. They got him off pit sequence. He wants more turn on that front wing. They're putting on another set of sticker red tires. Remember, he did not qualify yesterday. He had 3 sets of sticker reds. That is a dream for these drivers. And E.J. Vizo right now, car is good, guys.
So he is back out on track. There is your race leader, Scott Dixon. Now his lead over Will Power, who is in 3rd place, and that's the number you got to remember. There you can see the gap visually is 7.9 seconds. And he is trying to gap him as much as possible. As you can see a little bit behind, there's Rafa Matos. He's got his mirrors full of Dario Franchitti, one of the best battles we've got going on the racetrack right now as we are working lap number 26 of 60.
And Dixon probably will have to come in this time, as you're mentioning, Marty. And for guys like Will Power and everybody that pitted way back on about lap 18, they'll probably get all the way to lap 36 or 37 before they will need to stop again if we continue under green.
Yeah, let's reset.